What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Paul here, back at it again. You can also call me Jimmy Rustler Paul because I'm about to trigger some people. But before we jump into this video, guys, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's destroy 500 likes, guys, at the very least. Also, subscribe if you're new to the channel and turn on notifications. The sub boxes are broken here on YouTube. And also, we are going to be diving into some Dragon Ball Super Broly movie spoilers. So this is your spoiler alert warning. You've been warned, and you should click off the video right now. Anyway, guys, today's topic, we're jumping right into it. It's going to be Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta versus the one and only God of Destruction, Beerus, of Universe 7, I mean, you know, at least. So, the question that a lot of people have been asking is if Beerus is still the end-all, be-all of all characters in Universe 7 at the very least. And I made a video maybe a few days ago, I think it was over the weekend, and it was with me ranking the power levels of where these characters are at. So I decided I'd break it down to two of the main focus characters of the group. So if you guys didn't already know, the ranking that I put in that video was Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta as being the top of these characters, and then it was Broly, who is maybe equal to Beerus or even higher, and then there's MUI Goku, and then there's Jiren. Now, there was a lot of controversy on this video, but this is what I believe it to be, and I gave a lot of facts as to why it makes sense this way. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you guys go check it out. It's labeled Jiren is weaker than all of these characters. So the reason why Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is almost indefinitely stronger than Beerus, and more so in the anime than anything. The manga, it could vary, but right now 100% for sure in the anime, if they keep everything the way it is, it's definitely him because of the following. So what we saw in Dragon Ball Super Broly the movie is that at the very end of the movie, we know this, I've been like resuscitating this piece of information over and over and over again, is that Goku, being one of the only warriors from Universe 7 to push Beerus to probably his furthest because of the Super Saiyan God fight that happened originally. And we're not even counting from the movie here, we're talking from the anime, because the anime, they did retcon and nerf him a bit. But I'm talking about Super Saiyan God, they nerfed it a bit. Where this leaves us in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie is saying that Goku literally tells Broly that, yo, you may be stronger than Beerus. So out of every Saiyan that they have, Goku technically has the best gauge for where Beerus is at. Now, mind you, MUI Goku was getting incredibly strong as it was, and if you look at where these fights really led, there's a chance that MUI Goku could have been equal to or maybe even surpassing Beerus. That one's even more of a question mark, but because of what happened in the final moments of this Broly movie, it's where it almost becomes definitive that Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is stronger than Beerus because of the following. Super Saiyan Gogeta versus Broly, he was in complete control of the fight. Gogeta did start off in his base form, and I think that was more so for fan service, because usually they originally showed him go straight to Super Saiyan and whatnot, but I mean, technically it was supposed to start in base form, and then they worked their way up. We weren't sure if it was extremely necessary, but Broly was just taking the hits, taking them left and right, and then when he got to Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, not a single hit was really dealt to Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. He was just attacking Broly left, right, and center. He even used Stardust Breaker. That's how serious it got. And when he was about to literally kill him with the final Kamehameha before they teleported Broly out of there, he was really unscathed. I've watched the movie probably 3 times now, looking for Broly to land a punch on Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, and I don't think I've seen it. And there's a lot of things that you miss on the first time watching, and even the second time watching, with how much animation went into it. But regardless of the fact, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta made children's play out of Broly. Now, at the very end of the movie, if Goku by himself is saying, hey, you may be stronger than Beerus, and we know that that's Broly's first fight ever, which is why he still has potential to be even stronger than Beerus in that respect. If he is equal to Beerus right now, or even stronger, then if Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was able to make children's play toy out of Broly, regardless if Beerus pushes himself to 100%, it's still more than likely that he'd be able to be taken down by Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, because technically, Beerus, everybody pulls up the fact that, hey, in the anime version, not the movie version of Battle of Gods, he was toying with Super Saiyan God Goku. Now, this is post-Tournament of Power Goku, after MUI Goku, after all of the training they've done, after perfecting the Super Saiyan Blue transformation for the most part. There's elements of the manga and elements of the anime that people can pull into consideration here. And if you look at it from the anime's point of view, at this point in time, they're either going to just slightly shadow buff Beerus, which is what they constantly have been doing, where they keep saying that he's stronger and stronger and stronger, because remember guys, I still believe that he's stronger than Jiren at this point in time. Remember, go watch the video. I'm not pulling this out of my butt. It's literally what they've been doing in the show that just keeps it vague for hype. But besides all the shadow buffs, it doesn't make sense for him to be able to match Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, amplified by the power of fusion, and it's a combination of both Goku and Vegeta moving as one unit. This is where it gets really, really interesting. And also, pointing out the fact that a lot of people missed, Broly nearly hit Whis. And even Whis was like, that was pretty close. So, that shows you where he is. It doesn't really mean a crazy amount, but the fact that he nearly hit him, and he only got like 5 seconds in of it trying to attack him, there's a chance someone's going to land a punch on Whis at the rate of everybody's powering up. So, that would be really interesting to see. But aside from that, if you do pull elements from the manga for Beerus, there's a chance he may activate Ultra Instinct. And a lot of people keep confusing this, saying you can't pull elements from the manga and you can't mix it with the anime. However, technically that's what they've been doing here with the newest chapter, which is why I have been doing that in the recent videos. I admit to that, but that's because they've led me to believe that. Literally, they skipped the entire Broly arc in the manga because of the movie, but it wasn't connected for a certain point, and then the show ended before the manga. It's like literally, they crossed roads, they decided to do the same exact thing for a point, then they divided, then they came back together because of the movie in a sense. Now, does this mean they're going to do the same exact thing when the anime comes back if they decide to redo the Broly arc? No, it doesn't mean that, but where it is right now, it's very vague as well. Like, literally, we don't know if they converge the paths because they decided to skip the Broly arc and they're going to save it for the anime and change things up, but there's always that point of view where, hey, Beerus can still whoop out Ultra Instinct because that's what he did against all of the gods. And my answer to that is still, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is probably, if we were to rank this on a number scaling, and a very low number scaling, so this is going to be really general, if you were to put Beerus at a power level of 1, I would put Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta at 2, and then at power level of 3, not Super Saiyan, at power level 3 would be Whis. And I would leave Broly and Beerus probably at 1, and then Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta above him, but still below Whis, because there's a chance that he could hit him, and I wouldn't put it against him because, I mean, that's what he's been training his entire time to do, especially when they're training with Whis. If they end up moving it as one unit, that's literally what he said, and let the body move on its own, they would be able to surpass almost anything that they wanted. And that's basically what this form represents. That's why it's so crazy strong. Would it be satisfying to Goku? No, because that's not the way he wanted it to be. Even in the original OG Battle of Gods. Now, I am pulling elements from the movie, but I believe he did this in the anime too. This part's a little vague to me in the show because it got boring for me. Goku's not satisfying with getting help. He's not satisfied with getting help at all, and especially having to use other people to get that Super Saiyan God ritual, that bothered him a lot. And then Vegeta, I mean, being the Prince of all Saiyans, and we know how he's one of the hardest workers ever, he was able to do it on his own, which is more satisfying in a sense. Now, moving forward, I'm not sure if they're going to be using fusion as much. They've used it twice now in the Dragon Ball Super series, where it's literally the go-to end-all be-all button. I mean, it failed against Zamasu in a sense because of the fact that Zamasu just became super overpowered and they had to push the Xeno button. But in this one, it was technically their own fusion Xeno button in a sense. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think I am crazy? Do you believe Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta would get smoked by Beerus? Do you believe anime version of Beerus would still whip out Ultra Instinct and defeat Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta? I mean, he was still going, and we didn't get to see him get hit once. And if Beerus is maybe equal to Broly or lesser, that's where it brings this question into the table. But I gotta say, I think Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was still toying with them. I mean, he was surfing on the dude's moves and everything. And if he was pushed to the limit, he'd be able to match Beerus in Ultra Instinct, if anything. And I want to see if they do introduce it to Beerus, how does it affect his body? Because if Goku technically mastered Ultra Instinct, which, remember guys, I made a video on this as well, where it's not really mastered if you can't tap into it at will and it does this much damage to your body. Even Kaioken does better in this regard, and it's barely even regarded as that. So that's why it's like, it doesn't make sense to call it mastered. I would still just call it Ultra Instinct, but I want to see what's the toll it does to Beerus' body if he does end up getting to use it, or if someone else besides Goku pulls this out. Maybe Vegeta. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button yet again. Can we get 500 likes? Also, comment down below if you guys got this far. Let me get a hashtag MUI Beerus. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll be seeing you guys then. Take care. Peace.